and we'll get started. So, hey, everybody, thanks for being here on Weekly Wednesday, where I gather together as many people online as I can who want to talk about real estate investing ideas, concepts. If you have questions, please bring me your questions and I'll do the very best that I can to answer them. Keep in mind, there's no such thing as a dumb question because chances are, if you have a question, somebody else has that same question. And so, also want to let everybody know that this Weekly Wednesday is sponsored by a couple of sponsors. The first sponsor is Property Guys West Kelowna South. So if you are looking to sell your property and you want to do it yourself and you want to get a lot of the same advantages that you can get from listing with a realtor. And by the way, Sam, I know you're a realtor, and I love realtors, and I've used lots and lots of realtors. I can give you a laundry list of how many realtors I've used. They're definitely a place for realtors, absolutely 100%. And at the same time, sometimes it makes sense to list on your own and and make more money. Okay, so I have a collaboration with Property Guys West Kelowna South. And really excited about that. That's Ian and Megan Tomlin, longtime OREG members and great partners in the community, great people. And so next Weekly Wednesday, we're going to have another sponsor coming on board, and it's called Get Energy. And I'm hoping to have Malcolm, the owner of the company, join us to answer any questions that you might have about what he offers. Okay, so that's coming up and super excited to share those details as well. Tonight, I want to tell you all a story about some lessons that were learned from a recent offer that was put in by one of my coaching clients, Allie. And I don't think Allie's here, which totally makes sense. Hi, Layla. Layla. I hope I'm. Is it Lila?
Lila is good.
Lila. Okay, awesome. Nice to see you. Thank you for
Nice
being
to see
here.
you too. Of course.
And Colleen is here. I see all these people. Jenny, Colleen. This is fun. Sam's like double fisting the digital space, much healthier than the alcohol version. All right. So here's the story. I have this awesome coaching client. She's in Winnipeg and she put an offer on a house. And we had to look at this house together, and she walked me through the MLS. And so I had some suggestions for her that, I just don't think she would have thought of because most people don't think of these kinds of things, especially when they're getting into, with their first or second investment property. It was a great baby boomer bungalow. And her strategy as a real estate investor was to keep her old house and move into a new house. That way she could take advantage of principal residence advantages. So her plan is to move into the new house that she put an offer on, and again keep the other, essentially doubling her portfolio. Okay. And over time, she's had this other house. It's built up a lot of equity. She's had a lot of debt pay down. She's had more and more raises at work. Her partner has done well financially. They both have worked really hard to get in a position to be able to buy an investment property. And so they are finally ready. So again, it's a 1950s baby boomer bungalow that's been super renovated. It has all these great features. It has new paint, new flooring, new kitchens, new bathroom, new exterior, new windows, new doors. It has all of these upgrades. And here's the thing. When they went and did the renovations, I don't know why, but it looks like this house that was built in the 50s, for whatever reason, one of the bedrooms was just built as a box with a window. Doesn't have a closet, so it's not technically a bedroom. Some of you may not know this. Bedrooms have to have a window big enough for egress, meaning safe for people to get out of in case of an emergency. And it also has to have a built-in closet. Okay. So there is another upstairs bedroom that does have a closet and it has a nice, shiny new four-piece bath. Big living area, nice new kitchen. And you go down to the basement and it's mostly finished and has a laundry room and another room and a big living room area. Okay. So, and also very well done. Uh, New paint, new flooring, new trim, new fixtures, new lights. Everything looks great. Couple of things missing though. The ceiling wasn't done. So there's all this nice new drywall, but the ceiling wasn't done. And my guess is that because apparently Winnipeg is a bit of a fast moving market these days. So this is 2025. It is July 30th. Wow, where has the summer gone? Anyway, this is where I'm speaking from. If you're watching this in the future, and so Winnipeg is a pretty fast market. And my guess is somebody bought this property and is flipping it. So they haven't finished that ceiling. And they'll probably and anybody moving into this house can make that work. So the other thing is there's another room down there and they call it a den because it doesn't have a window, but it does have a closet. So essentially, this house it's listed as a two bedroom, one bath, and really technically it's a one bedroom, one bath because the upper room doesn't have a closet. Now, here's where just brainstorming together, I had these thoughts, and it's about purchase plus improvements. And this is for people that are moving into a principal residence. You can move into a principal residence and add improvements to the property, again, as long as you are moving in. So, what I recommend is that they, yes, make an offer and also try to obtain financing for the cost of the improvements. And these are the improvements that I recommend. That they add a closet to the upstairs room so that now it can be a technical bedroom. And then downstairs in the basement, this other room, it looks like a bedroom, but there's no window, so it's not safe. It doesn't have egress. Again, that's a safe way for somebody to get out in the case of an emergency. And it's somewhat of a raised bungalow. There are other windows in the basement. All they need to do, as long as it's okay with the city, of course, they got to get permits and everything like that. All they got to do is build a big window well. And what a window well is, it's a basement window because because it's mostly underground. The window has to be big enough for a person to get out of, so it has to be openable. It has to be deep enough away from the house. So it's a well. It has to be deep enough so a person can climb out of the well, climb out of basically a nice hole in the ground that's surrounded by, nice looking things. It's called a window well. Um, anyway, they have to be able to get out, and it's a pretty affordable thing to do. It involves concrete cutters. They're going to have to do work to the drywall. There's going to be some digging involved, and then installation of a proper window well surround. Very, very doable without having to do a lot of like tearing out walls or anything like that. So that was the other thing that I recommended. In addition to that, they have this laundry room, and the laundry room has a fair amount of space in it. So it's got the washer and the dryer, and then again some space in it. So what I suggest is that they put in a three-piece bath. So in the three-piece bath, because it's not that big a space, but it's a decent sized space, you can put in a small stand-up shower. Okay, so not a shower and a bathtub. That's gonna take up way too much room. A stand-up shower, a very narrow sink that can still have some storage underneath it, or shelves in the room if you need, places to put things, and a toilet. Houses are so much more valuable when they have more than one washroom because then you can have a roommate. You have places for your guests to use the washroom if they need to, and have a shower if they need to. So all these kinds of things that make the house better, just basically better. And if it's better, then it'll be more valuable. And then the fourth thing is to pay to finish the basement ceiling. That involves there are more, and there are more expensive ways to do that and less expensive ways to do that. And what I would probably suggest is like a drop down ceiling with tiles, because that involves just putting a bunch of metal brackets everywhere, buying tiles, and you slip them in, and it can be done pretty quickly without a lot of mess. Drywall takes days. There's so much mess involved with the cutting and the taping and the sanding and then the painting, and then you gotta wait for it to dry, and then you gotta make more repairs, and you gotta paint again, and then you gotta paint again. It's like never ending. Drywall can be a lot of work. So those were some suggestions that I recommended that they do when they make an offer and when they go to get financing, is to do something called a purchase plus improvements. Now, again, this is only for principal home owners. It is not for investors. These programs are not for investors. It's only for principal homeowners. And the thing is, these improvements might cost 15 to $20,000. All right. And they won't take a heck of a lot of time. It doesn't take a lot of time to build a small closet or to build a small washroom. And again, I went over the ceiling costs, and also just the creation of the window well. And best of all, the bank will finance this. Again, it's called purchase plus improvements. The bank will pay for 95% of this if you're moving into your house as a principal residence. So basically what she's gonna be able to do is turn a one bedroom, one bathroom house that's already in pretty decent condition and make it into a three bedroom house that has a fully finished basement with so many more advantages to it as a property. What that will do is it'll make it a better property. There will be way more buyers for it in the future. It'll be easier to rent if they go and decide to do the same thing, and that is live there for a while and then maybe move into another investment property. Again, it's going to be easier to rent. And there's with those improvements, there's probably going to be a $30,000 to $40,000 increase in value with those improvements. And the bank's going to pay for 95% of it. So essentially, I believe, if I remember correctly, the purchase price is around $360,000. So now they're into it for maybe $380,000, and the bank's paid for 95% of it. And now the property is worth close to $400,000 because of the improvements. So that is a really powerful way to do forced appreciation in a property, again, by letting the bank pay for these improvements. And it's just a smart thing to do to find any way that you can to make your property more valuable, the day that you move into it. Or, they can move into it now and actually do the improvements as time goes along. So even if the improvements are done in the next 90 days or 6 months, they're going to have a tremendous amount more of equity in the property once those improvements are done. So I hope all of that makes sense. I know it was a lot of numbers and it was a lot of renovation kind of jargon. I do my best to use civilian language when it comes to real estate investment, but it can be a bit of a struggle. And I know all of you are fairly knowledgeable in real estate investment. We've got Landon here. Landon was at our summer social, I think. Hey, Landon. Sheila Ferguson is here. Colleen Sicaria. Yeah, we've got these great people. That's so awesome. And all of the people that are on the Facebook or are on the Zoom. I keep calling Zoom Facebook and Facebook Zoom. So your patience is appreciated. All right, so that's what I wanted to talk about. Who has questions? And if you don't, it's okay. And I recorded it, so if a lot of it was like, "Whoa, what does she mean? Drop down ceiling, huh?" Um, I will send out the recording. Thanks, Sam. Sam's giving me a thumbs up. Nothing better than
You
a
explained it
cheerleader.
really, really well, Julie. It was awesome.
Yeah? Did it
Yeah,
make sense? Okay.
very, very much. Yeah. Even the
Um,
window well. That was awesome.
That window well, I am telling you, we had a property in Edmonton that we turned a basement. We made it a legal. We made it a legal suite. It had been a non-conforming suite. Uh, Rather than use the word illegal, I like to use terms like non-conforming. It sounds better.
It does.
It's not necessarily better, but it sounds better. Anyway, we applied to the city to make it a legal suite, and their biggest the only thing they would not check off on was the window. They didn't like how deep the window well was, and the size of the window was fine, but we had to dig it out farther away from the house again, so a person could climb through safely.
Oh, without being a contortionist.
Exactly. Yeah.
Right. Very cool.
Lila,
I
Layla.
yeah,
Okay,
don't
Layla.
worry. You know the song, the Eric Clapton song? That's my name. He sings for me.
Layla.
Layla. That's it.
Yeah, yeah, gotcha. Okay.
That's easy. I agree with you with the bathroom in the basement because I used to have a house before, like big house, and I had the bathroom on each level, which is perfect because if a person needs to go to the bathroom, there is one doesn't have to go up and down the stairs.
Yeah,
And even that hanging ceiling, it's easy. If there is a little repair, you can move that piece of whatever you called it and then repair it without breaking the whole ceiling.
that is such a great point.
Mm.
Also, if there's a water leak,
Yeah, exactly.
that's a
Because in the
great point.
basement,
Thank you. Yes.
yeah, because
Yeah.
in the basement, that's what I think we had that in that house. Yeah, I think we had that.
It's
And
huge.
then because there is even the heating system, the AC system, everything is passing through, right? You
Oh, the
wanna
duct,
hide it.
yeah.
It was already finished that ceiling
Yeah.
for us, but it's a good idea, you know.
Mhm.
It cost and then even being able to do something.
Yeah, just to be able to get into the guts of the
That's
house,
right.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
Thank you for bringing that up. Yeah, that is total additional advantage. Yeah. We have Steven. Steven just popped in. Hello, Steven. Um, yeah, anybody else?
Welcome, welcome, welcome. We've just got started for the international speakers cruise, and it was just start.
He's watching something else.
I, oh, he muted it. That's okay. No worries. No worries. Oh, he muted himself. That's all good. Hey, it happens to
He's
me.
multitasking.
My alarm went off when I was opening up the Facebook live. Oh wow, I got the order right. I said Sheila Ferguson. Oh, this is great, Jenny. That's great. So I'm looking for questions from Facebook. I'm actually able to, I think, see them. Maybe not. That's the advantage of being in the Zoom room because then people will, like if you don't want to go on camera and go on a microphone, or maybe you don't have a microphone, you can always just type in your questions into the Zoom room. I can see. Good, Stephen. Good, I'm glad. That's great. Welcome. Stephen, you kind of missed all of it, but don't feel bad, buddy. I'm gonna send out a recording and it'll all be good. And I'm glad you're here. So great. Yeah. All right. Well, I won't keep you guys. I don't know about you, but it's hot in Kelowna. Sam knows. Christine knows. Christine, there's a little fire going on, kind of not too far away
Yep.
from you. I hope. Yeah.
Peachland. Yeah.
That wasn't your brother's business. No.
Well, it didn't go into Peachland,
Yeah.
just on the highway into. So yeah, I've been watching it all afternoon. So
Yeah. So
ooh,
everybody there's a little fire happening in Peachland,
yeah.
Indy. Oh, hot here in Indiana. Stephen is from Indiana. Stephen, I grew up in Denver, Colorado. That is so cool. All right.
It,
Um,
it's so nice in Victoria, so I can't complain.
oh, beautiful. That's
Beautiful.
so good.
Beautiful.
A
But
little
yeah,
Oh, then you
hot
still
today.
have to come and see me in
I
Kelowna.
know, I know, I know, I know. One day.
Let's set it up.
Yes. It's a little far. I wanted to drive last time, and something, my son came to visit me, and then I was discouraged. 7 hours from my place to your place,
Oof. And you have to take the
driving.
ferry too, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Otherwise, maybe I should fly. I don't know. But
Yeah.
Fly and
I,
we'll get together with Julie and we'll have a little networking thing. We'll get a bunch of
yeah,
girls
yeah.
together. So
I wanted
yeah,
to come because Debbie was there too, but it didn't happen.
yeah.
Next time,
We'll fix it up.
I have to try to come before winter.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
That highway is no joke. That's for
Yeah,
sure.
I heard. That's what I was thinking of that too,
Yeah.
because driving, I drive well. It's just that I don't know sometimes.
Yeah.
I don't
No,
know
it's
the area,
scary.
so
Yeah. Yeah.
I'll
We'll
make
fix
it
it up. Don't
happen.
worry.
Maybe I fly and rent a car over there or something to drive around. Yeah,
Perfect.
yeah. I'll see you
Awesome.
soon.
Yeah. That'd be great.
Maybe you come to Victoria. It's so easy here.
Oh, I want to. Believe me, I do. Yeah. Someday
It's
we'll make
so
that happen too. Because I
we'll
have
make
other friends out there as well. So
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. It's really easy. I don't even drive in the city. I walk.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
like really downtown, very close to
Nice.
everything. Yeah.
Beautiful.
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 Beautiful out there.
Yes, it
Okay,
is.
so everybody, I want you to pray for Peachland, please,
Yes.
Yes.
because fires are bad in
Oh
Kelowna,
my
Yeah.
God,
and
yes.
we don't want
Grew very
fires.
quickly.
We
We
need it
don't
to
want
get
Yeah.
put out. We need to pray for the firefighters and whoever's
yeah.
whoever's affected. That's
Do
no
they
good.
know the cause? Like, I mean, somebody started it or the
No,
heat? What
no,
is
it
it?
was a truck and his tires
Blew.
burst into flames.
Yeah,
Oh,
And so he
Oh, that's
pulled
what
over
happened.
and then it just went up the hill.
yeah.
Oh
So
my God.
oh my
yeah,
gosh.
so fast. So fast. It went from 0.5 hectare to 12 hectares in 2.5 hours.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
That's awful.
yeah. But I think they have it under control. I've
Yeah,
been watching it and I think they have it under control. So thank God for that.
You,
yeah,
so you
So
smell it too, right? It's
yeah.
very
And
close.
you can see
Yeah.
the smoke right from my window here because I'm so close.
yeah, yeah.
Ouch.
So
Yeah,
yeah,
it's
Christine's
better not
closer than I am. Yeah,
it's better
yeah,
not to go out in that uh,
yeah,
case, like
yeah.
Mm. Yeah.
yeah.
stay safe.
Thank you.
Yes.
Yeah,
Thank you.
they've got it. I think they've got it. So, and there's
Yeah,
no wind.
Good.
right.
Thank God. Yeah.
No wind, no wind.
Yeah.
That's important. And
That's good.
the best firefighters in the world.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah,
yes.
they
Oh
saved my
yes.
house 2 years ago. So
Oh yeah.
I
Oh
love
nice.
the Okanagan firefighters and all of the
Yeah.
volunteers that came to help
Amazing.
us. It was
They are
amazing.
yeah,
Yeah,
that's
Yeah.
nice. That's well prepared.
yeah.
Good.
We're very, very blessed. Very
Yeah.
blessed.
Nice.
So,
Yes. Stay safe, as I said.
Sam,
Thank you.
tell us about your latest deal.
My latest
What's one
deal
what's one you
actually,
want to tell us about? Sorry.
okay, I have a listing that is a 9 bedroom house with 5 5 bathrooms and 4 kitchens. And this property has been listed, has been used to rent to students.
Mm-hmm.
It brings an income of about 9,000 a month. And we actually had sold it. It was an exclusive listing. I have lots of exclusive listings. And we had listed it, and in 2 occasions, the deal fell through because of financing.
Okay.
So hopefully the third one, we just signed an exclusive again this morning, and I put it out on social media, and already I've had about 6, 7 inquiries.
Good.
But for anybody who's looking for a good investment property, this is a good one. Complete renovation has been done, and new roof in 2023. So it's ready to go.
Awesome. Well, thank you for
So,
telling us about it.
welcome.
Beautiful.
If you can't find Sam, folks, then reach out to me and I will help you find Sam. Great guy.
Thank you.
Okay.
I want to share, I want, this reminds me, I do this almost every weekly Wednesday because there's new stuff available for people that sign up for my free tools. And I want you to be aware of it. I want to show you what you get because Steven just signed up for it. And so I'm going to share with you my screen. Before I do that, I'm going to make sure I don't have 10 gazillion tabs open like I usually do. So your patience is appreciated. 2 seconds while I do this.
You sound like
Thank you.
me.
Yeah.
Sound like me.
There's got to be a name for it, like, I don't know,
I've always been called a super user.
tab
Right? I
Yeah.
have
tabophobia,
I
tabophobia,
have
tabo.
Google. I have Google and I have the other website that open and I have millions,
Yeah.
gazillion tabs open.
So yes, I don't know. We'll come up with a very clever name. It'll be fun. It'll be so fun. Okay,
But
so let's see. Yeah, so Stephen, hang in there so I can show you. Stephen from Indiana. And all this stuff is good for people from Indiana. And I'm trying to open a PowerPoint for some reason. That's not what I want to do. Okay, here we go. We're going to go right to, there it is. Okay, can you see it says OREG in the upper left-hand corner? Yeah. Okay, awesome, everybody. So when you sign up for my free tools, and I'll put it in the chat and I'll have it in the description around here, you get access to a bunch of really cool information. And it'll take you to a page like this where you can post and interact with other members. And most of them, if not all of them, are active or have been active real estate investors. It's like a Facebook page, but really concentrated on real estate investors. And you go up to, you can click on learning or the 3 button bar or the 6 button box. Just like the tab name we have to come up, I don't know what the 3 button box thing is technically called, so that's what I call it. And you click on courses, okay? So, and when you sign up for this, you get a tutorial about this as well. But while I'm here, I always like to orient people and just show them what you can have access to. So what you get access to is the OREG monthly membership recordings that we've recorded since 2018. We've actually been We've been a group since 2016, but we only started publishing our recordings in 2018. And so it's 108 lessons right now, and there are 30 more content-filled presentations, including this one, that is going to be added to this library of so much valuable information. So we have rent zone, we have how to buy on native land, we have RSP investing, multifamily, how to invest in mobile homes, landlording. It's just tons and tons of information. So you get access to that completely free. Okay. You also get access to Street Smart Real Estate Investment Tools. So there's a lot of you have heard this story before, and it's just one of my favorite stories. One of my coaching clients, um, oh, she's from Ottawa. Her name is escaping me. I feel terrible, but regardless, she's in Ottawa. She was just on session, uh, bringing up real estate session 7. And it was the first night after she signed up for coaching with me. She went through bringing up real estate the street smart way, sat with her daughter for coffee the next day, and her daughter had already seen a deal. And Carol bought a house for her daughter and her daughter's boyfriend from her daughter's boyfriend's aunt. It's a whole long story. It's totally awesome. She found a deal right away, just from starting with these free tools. And then also in the tools is a whole how to analyze deals with numbers, how to analyze what to look for, what to look out for. So it's just I have a whole bunch of other online education available. With the free tools, though, you get access to tons of real estate investment information that can literally make you an expert in real estate investing very, very quickly, very efficiently. It will not, because anybody can become an expert in real estate. It takes work and it takes discipline and it takes action, but anybody can. So make sure when you get access to this information that you look into it and that you follow the steps, because again, anybody can become an expert, and it just makes you more and more ready when the time comes for you to actually get a deal. And it is just excellent preparation for anybody that wants to look into it. Now, when you sign up for it, uh, you'll be emailed a tutorial. You'll be emailed all of your login information as well as a tutorial on how to use it. So make sure you go. I'm going to put it in the chat, but again, I'm going to put it in the link around here. And if you don't get it soon, um, I can't do two things at once, obviously, even though I'm a woman. Uh, okay, I put it in the chat. If you can't figure out how to find it, you know where to find me because if you signed up for this webinar, you're now on my emailing list. Just reply to me, send me a message. We'll figure something out so that I can make sure that you get access to this information because again, it really the information can change your life. It can set you up for so much more success. And it's all stuff that can be done any time of the day. Okay, so all of the library of content you can listen to, just listen to it when you're working out, when you're driving, when you're waiting for the bus, when you're on the bus, all kinds of things. So keep that in mind. I want to make sure that people know that that's available to you. So if you're watching this or you're listening to this, the website is streetsmartdiva.com/free tools, and
Here,
it'll take you right there. And then you
I
gotta
found it.
just check your email. And if you don't see it, check your junk and your spam, and it's likely there. And if you can't find it anywhere, then reach out to me and I'll help get you set up. Okay?
I think
Sam, good job. And Sam just signed up. Sam, you're so smart. I
I
tell
think
you
I
what.
received stuff from Street Smart Diva. I think I received some stuff.
Well, and yeah, you do. Layla, you you are on my email list. I know that you are.
Yeah, I am.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
receive lots of emails. I
Yeah.
can't even
I hope it's
I
not too
can't
much.
even go over everything.
I know it's a lot. I try to mostly put content, and when I do promote an event like this, like on weekly Wednesdays, I just want it to be more content for you. Okay. Yes, I got programs, and yes, I got training, and yes, there's stuff that has you know, has an investment involved, but I really do hope that people can be helped by attending these events or watching the recordings. Okay.
Thank you
So
so much.
absolutely. Thanks for being here. Thanks for showing up. We got all these amazing people on Facebook. Um, Sam's still
Congratulations.
there. So double duty, double fisting. Sheila is still here. Lana's still here. And I think Landon has access to all the stuff too, so that's great. And I'll put this in the Facebook. You Facebook people, I probably was focusing more on the computer, wasn't I? Yeah. Well, I will make sure and put the link for my free tools in there too. Okay. So, let's see. I usually have a great um kind of quote or something. Oh yeah, this is from Teddy Roosevelt. I think it's Teddy. No. I can't remember which one it is. Can't remember which president. But it goes something like this. Real estate cannot be lost or stolen. Managed with care and paid for in full is just about the best investment in the world. And I know there are a lot of other kinds of investment opportunities out there, folks. And I just keep going back to real estate. Call me crazy. Um, it's so powerful. It affects so many people's lives, not just yours, but potentially your investors, the tenants that you work with. I'll give you an example. I'm meeting with some people tomorrow about hopefully helping promote their properties that they've been trying to sell for a while as rent own or lease options. And they're super great properties. It's just that there's a lot on the market right now in Kelowna. It's very much a buyer's market. So, the ability to be able to put some creative things together is a real blessing. And the fact of the matter is, everybody needs a place to live, whether you're in a fast market or a slow market or a buyer's market or a seller's market or a balanced market, wherever you're at. So the sooner you know how to do real estate investment, just the more options you have.
Hmm.
So I think it was Franklin Delano Roosevelt. I think that's who said that, if I'm not mistaken. Anyway, thanks again, everybody, for being here, and we will see you next Wednesday. Oh, one more thing. I got to do this. I am speaking on a panel in Kelowna. Usually I host events. I usually have these monthly events, all these awesome monthly events. A lot of people here have been to them. And I got invited to speak at an event that, or be on a panel that somebody else is putting together. And it is this Sunday, August 3rd. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the Facebook page because this recording will sit there while the Zoom recording gets processed, and I'm going to put in there the registration link. And if you want to go and save 30%, I'll just tell you they gave my people the best deal. Some people are getting 20% off, but my people get the best deal. So if you want to save 30, if you want to come and you want to save 30%, then you just have to use code O, capital OREIG. That's OREG. And that stands for Okanagan Real Estate Investment Group. Okay. So I'll put that around here. And thank you again, everybody, for being here. And we will see you next Wednesday. Okay. Or Sunday, maybe. All right. Bye.
Thank you
Awesome,
so much,
Julie.
Julie.
Thank
Thank you,
Thank
you.
Julie.
you.
Thank you
My
very
pleasure.
much.
Thanks
Bye.
again.
Guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Stay safe.
Hey, yeah, I
Thank
will.
you. You
Thank you.
too.
Bye.
Bye.